Question 1. What should you do when approaching a red traffic light? A. Continue at your current speed. B. Stop completely before the intersection. C. Check for traffic and proceed. Answer. B. Stop completely before the intersection. You must always come to a complete stop at a red traffic light to comply with traffic laws and ensure safety. Question 2. How do you respond to a pedestrian crosswalk with flashing lights? A. Proceed as pedestrians will wait. B. Stop until the lights stop flashing and the crosswalk is clear. C. Honk to alert pedestrians of your approach. Answer. B. Stop until the lights stop flashing and the crosswalk is clear. Drivers must stop for flashing pedestrian crosswalk lights to allow pedestrians to cross safely. Question 3. What is the correct action if your vehicle begins to skid on ice? A. Accelerate to regain control. B. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. C. Steer into the skid and gradually slow down. Answer. C. Steer into the skid and gradually slow down. This helps regain control of the vehicle by realigning the tires with the direction of travel. Question 4. What distance should be maintained from emergency vehicles when they are stopped with their lights flashing? A. At least 150 meters. B. At least 50 meters. C. At least 100 meters. Answer. A. At least 150 meters. Keeping a safe distance from stopped emergency vehicles helps protect emergency workers and maintain traffic flow. Question 5. How do you perform a safe lane change on a multi-lane highway? A. Signal, check mirrors, and quickly switch lanes. B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes if it is safe. C. Change lanes without signaling to surprise other drivers. Answer. B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes if it is safe. Proper signaling and checking is crucial for safe lane changes. Question 6. When is it legal to make a U-turn in an urban area? A. At any intersection. B. Where signs permit and it is safe. C. On a residential street without checking for signs. Answer. B. Where signs permit and it is safe. U-turns should only be made where legally permitted and when no traffic is obstructed. Question 7. What are the consequences of driving under the influence of alcohol in Alberta? A. A warning and a fine. B. Mandatory education programs and possible imprisonment. C. No consequences if not caught. Answer. B. Mandatory education programs and possible imprisonment. Driving under the influence has serious legal consequences, including educational programs and jail time. Question 8. What does a solid white line on the road indicate? A. Lane changes are encouraged. B. Lane changes are discouraged or unlawful. C. Only applies in construction zones. Answer. B. Lane changes are discouraged or unlawful. A solid white line typically means that lane changes should be avoided. Question 9. How do you handle a tire blowout while driving at high speed? A. Immediately apply the brakes and stop. B. Maintain control and slowly reduce speed, then pull over safely. C. Accelerate to even out the vehicle. Answer B. Maintain control and slowly reduce speed, then pull over safely. It's important to keep control and not brake abruptly during a tire blowout. Question 10. What are the rules regarding the use of headlights during poor visibility conditions? A. Turn on high beams at all times. B. Use fog lights only. C. Use low beams and fog lights if available. Answer C. Use low beams and fog lights if available. Low beams and fog lights are designed to increase visibility without blinding other drivers. Question 11. How should you react when an ambulance approaches with sirens and lights? A. Speed up to clear the lane. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Ignore unless it is directly behind you. Answer B. Pull over to the right and stop. Always yield the right of way to emergency vehicles by moving to the right and stopping. Question 12. What does a flashing yellow traffic light signify? A. Stop and proceed when safe. B. Proceed with caution. C. Accelerate as the light will soon turn red. Answer B. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light advises vigilance and caution, allowing you to continue at a safe speed. Question 13. What precautions should you take when driving in school zones? A. Ignore speed limits if no children are visible. B. Drive at or below the posted speed limits during school hours. C. Increase speed to clear the area quickly. Answer B. Drive at or below the posted speed limits during school hours. Always follow special speed limits in school zones to ensure the safety of children. Question 14. When is it mandatory to use child restraints in a vehicle? A. Only on long journeys. B. At all times for children under the age of 6 or under a certain weight. C. If the child requests it. Answer B. At all times for children under the age of 6 or under a certain weight. Child restraints are legally required to protect young passengers. Question 15. How far from a fire hydrant must you park in Alberta? A. Less than 1 meter. B. At least 5 meters. C. At least 3 meters. Answer B. At least 5 meters. Parking too close to a fire hydrant is illegal and can hinder emergency responses. Question 16. What actions should you take if you're involved in a minor traffic collision? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Exchange insurance and contact information with the other driver. C. Wait for traffic to clear before taking any action. Answer B. Exchange insurance and contact information with the other driver. Always exchange pertinent information following an accident. Question 17. How should you react to aggressive drivers on the road? A. Respond aggressively to assert your space. B. Stay calm, avoid eye contact, and maintain a safe distance. C. Race the aggressive driver to deter them. Answer B. Stay calm, avoid eye contact, and maintain a safe distance. Keeping composed and safe is crucial when dealing with aggressive behavior on the road. Question 18. What are the rules for driving near bicycles on urban roads? A. Cyclists should yield to cars at all times. B. Pass cyclists with at least 1 meter of clearance. C. Honk to alert cyclists of your presence. Answer B. Pass cyclists with at least 1 meter of clearance. Giving cyclists sufficient space ensures safety for all road users. Question 19. How do you proceed through a four-way stop intersection? A. The largest vehicle has the right-of-way. B. Vehicles to the right have the right-of-way. C. All vehicles should stop and proceed at the same time. Answer B. Vehicles to the right have the right-of-way. The first vehicle to stop or vehicles to the right should be given priority. Question 20. What are the requirements for passing another vehicle on the highway? A. Only pass on the right. B. Ensure there is no oncoming traffic and pass safely. C. Signal after passing the vehicle. Answer B. Ensure there is no oncoming traffic and pass safely. Always make sure the lane is clear and it is safe to pass before doing so. Question 21. What steps should you take if you encounter fog while driving? A. Turn on your high beams for better visibility. B. Pull over and wait for the fog to clear. C. Use your low beams and fog lights if available. Answer C. Use your low beams and fog lights if available. High beams can reflect off the fog and impair visibility, while low beams and fog lights improve visibility. Question 22. When can you legally cross a double solid line on the road? A. When turning left into a driveway or street. B. To overtake slower vehicles. C. Under no circumstances. Answer A. When turning left into a driveway or street, crossing a double solid line is generally prohibited, except when entering or leaving the roadway. Question 23. What should you do if your vehicle's ABS, anti-lock braking system, activates while driving? A. Pump the brakes to stop the vehicle. B. Continue to press the brake pedal firmly and steer normally. C. Immediately pull over and turn off the vehicle. Answer B. Continue to press the brake pedal firmly and steer normally. ABS prevents the wheels from locking up and helps maintain steering control during an emergency stop. Question 24. What is the minimum safe following distance in good weather? A. 1 second. B. 2 seconds. C. 3 seconds. Answer C. 3 seconds. Maintaining a minimum of 3 seconds following distance allows adequate time to react to traffic changes. Question 25. How do you respond to a school bus with flashing red lights? A. Pass the bus cautiously. B. Stop regardless of your direction of travel. C. Stop if you are traveling in the same direction as the bus. Answer C. Stop if you are traveling in the same direction as the bus. It's illegal to pass a stopped school bus with flashing red lights from behind. Question 26. What should you do if you miss your highway exit? A. Make a U-turn through the median. B. continue to the next exit. C. Reverse on the shoulder to return to the exit. Answer. B. Continue to the next exit. It's safest to proceed to the next exit rather than attempting dangerous maneuvers. Question 27. How should you park on a hill with and without a curb? A. Always park parallel to the curb. B. Turn your wheels away from the curb, if uphill, toward if downhill. C. Keep your wheels straight in all situations. Answer. B. Turn your wheels away from the curb, if uphill, toward if downhill. This prevents the car from rolling into traffic if the brakes fail. Question 28. What are the legal requirements for motorcycle helmet use in Alberta? A. Helmets are optional. B. Helmets are required for all riders and passengers. C. Only riders under 18 must wear helmets. Answer. B. Helmets are required for all riders and passengers. Alberta law requires motorcycle helmets to protect riders and passengers. Question 29. How do you handle right turns at intersections with traffic lights? A. Turn right at any time regardless of the light. B. Only turn right on a red light after stopping and ensuring it is safe. C. Right turns are not allowed at red lights. Answer. B. Only turn right on a red light after stopping and ensuring it is safe. This is permitted unless otherwise posted. Question 30. What is the significance of a yellow diamond-shaped sign? A. Indicates a railway crossing. B. Warns of upcoming hazards. C. Signifies there is a pedestrian crosswalk ahead. Answer. B. Warns of upcoming hazards. Yellow diamond-shaped signs are used to alert drivers to caution for specific road conditions or hazards. Question 31. How do Alberta's distracted driving laws affect mobile phone use? A. Hands-free use is permitted. B. All phone use is prohibited while driving. C. Texting is allowed, but talking on the phone is not. Answer. A. Hands-free use is permitted. Drivers are allowed to use mobile phones hands-free under Alberta's distracted driving laws. Question 32. What are the rules for using cruise control on a highway? A. Use in light traffic to maintain a steady speed. B. It is recommended to use in heavy traffic. C. Never use cruise control. Answer. A. Use in light traffic to maintain a steady speed. Cruise control is best used in light traffic conditions where it can help maintain consistent speed and improve fuel efficiency. Question 33. What actions are required if you're the first to arrive at the scene of an accident? A. Call emergency services and provide aid if safe. B. Take photos for insurance purposes. C. Clear the road of debris. Answer. A. Call emergency services and provide aid if safe. Your first actions should be to ensure your safety, call for help, and provide assistance if you can safely do so. Question 34. How should you adjust your driving in response to heavy rain? A. Increase speed to pass through water more quickly. B. Use high beams to improve visibility. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. Answer C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. In heavy rain, visibility and road grip decrease, necessitating slower speeds and greater distances. Question 35. What is the protocol for merging onto a highway from an entrance ramp? A. Yield to all traffic on the highway. B. Stop at the end of the ramp, then enter the highway. C. Speed up to match highway traffic and merge when safe. Answer C. Speed up to match highway traffic and merge when safe. Drivers should adjust their speed to fit safely into the flow of traffic. Question 36. How do you determine the right-of-way at an uncontrolled T intersection? A. The vehicle on the through road has the right-of-way. B. The vehicle approaching from the left has the right-of-way. C. Vehicles on the terminating road must yield. Answer A. The vehicle on the through road has the right-of-way. Vehicles on the terminating street should yield to those on the through road. Question 37. What should be done if you see an animal on the road while driving? A. Speed up to scare the animal off the road. B. Honk continuously to frighten the animal away. C. Slow down or stop until the animal moves off the road. Answer C. Slow down or stop until the animal moves off the road. This ensures both your safety and that of the animal. Question 38. What are the parking restrictions in urban areas during business hours? A. Parking is not allowed. B. Restricted parking as indicated by signs. C. Unlimited parking unless otherwise marked. Answer B. Restricted parking as indicated by signs. Always observe and comply with posted restrictions for parking in business areas. Question 39. What are the penalties for not wearing a seatbelt in Alberta? A. A verbal warning. B. A fine and demerit points. C. Community service. Answer B. A fine and demerit points. Failing to wear a seatbelt in Alberta can result in fines and demerit points against your driving record. Question 40. How do you properly use a roundabout or traffic circle? A. Enter at high speed to maintain traffic flow. B. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. C. Stop inside the roundabout to allow others to enter. Answer B. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Always yield to drivers already circulating and enter only when it is safe to do so. Question 41. What is the procedure for renewing your driver's license in Alberta? A. Renew online without a test. B. Undergo a driving test each time. C. Renew in person and pass a vision test. Answer C. Renew in person and pass a vision test. When renewing a driver's license in Alberta, it is usually necessary to renew in person and pass a vision test to ensure driving safety. Question 42. How should you adjust your rear view and side mirrors correctly? A. To see the side of your car and the road behind. B. To minimize blind spots. C. To see directly behind your vehicle only. Answer B. To minimize blind spots. Proper adjustment of your mirrors is crucial to minimize blind spots and enhance visibility around your vehicle. Question 43. What should you do when driving through a tunnel? A. Increase your speed to clear the tunnel quickly. B. Turn on your headlights and reduce speed. C. Close windows and increase music volume. Answer: B. Turn on your headlights and reduce speed. When driving through a tunnel, it's important to increase visibility and reduce speed to react appropriately to any potential hazards within the tunnel. Question 44. How are speed limits determined and posted in Alberta? A. By the federal government. B. Based on road type and traffic flow. C. Randomly by each municipality. Answer: B. Based on road type and traffic flow. Speed limits in Alberta are set based on the type of road, traffic conditions, and urban or rural settings to enhance safety for all road users. Question 45. What should you check for before driving an unfamiliar vehicle? A. Fuel levels and personal comfort settings. B. Vehicle insurance and registration. C. Mirrors, seat adjustment, and all controls for functionality. Answer: C. Mirrors, seat adjustment, and all controls for functionality. Before driving an unfamiliar vehicle, check that all controls are functional and adjust mirrors and seats to ensure you can operate the vehicle safely. Question 46. What does it mean if you see a road sign with a truck on a downward hill? A. Trucks are prohibited on the hill. B. Caution, steep hill, trucks may use lower gears. C. Truck speed limit is higher on the hill. Answer: B. Caution, steep hill, trucks may use lower gears. This sign warns of a steep decline where trucks are advised to use lower gears for safe descent. Question 47. How should you adjust your driving based on wildlife crossing signs? A. Ignore the signs if no animals are visible. B. Increase speed to scare any potential animals away. C. Reduce speed and stay alert for possible animal crossings. Answer: C. Reduce speed and stay alert for possible animal crossings. Wildlife crossing signs are placed in areas known for animal activity, so slowing down and staying vigilant is essential. Question 48. What does a red triangle sign indicate? A. Yield right of way. B. Stop completely. C. Warning for a nearby hospital. Answer: A. Yield right of way. A red triangle sign is used to indicate that drivers should yield the right of way to other road users or hazards. Question 49. What are the guidelines for transporting hazardous materials? A. No special requirements are needed. B. Ensure proper labeling and secure packaging. C. Transport only during daylight hours. Answer: B. Ensure proper labeling and secure packaging. Transporting hazardous materials requires compliance with safety regulations, including proper labeling and secure packaging to prevent accidents. Question 50. How do you respond if another driver flashes their headlights at you? A. Increase your speed. B. Flash back to signal receipt. C. Check your headlight use and adjust your driving as necessary. Answer: C. Check your headlight use and adjust your driving as necessary. Another driver flashing their headlights may be alerting you to reduce your high beam usage or to a potential danger. Question 51. What is the rule regarding driving over railway crossings? A. Always stop completely before crossing. B. Only stop if a train is visible. C. Slow down and check both directions before proceeding. Answer: C. Slow down and check both directions before proceeding. Always approach railway crossings with caution, slowing down and ensuring it is safe to cross. Question 52. How do you approach a blind intersection? A. Speed through to minimize time in the intersection. B. Stop completely then proceed when safe. C. Approach slowly, stop if necessary, and proceed with caution. Answer: C. Approach slowly, stop if necessary, and proceed with caution. Blind intersections require extra caution due to limited visibility. Question 53. What should you do to ensure your vehicle is safe for winter driving? A. Install all-season tires. B. Perform regular maintenance checks, including battery, antifreeze levels, and tire condition. C. Decrease the use of heating to conserve energy. Answer: B. Perform regular maintenance checks, including battery, antifreeze levels, and tire condition. Ensuring your vehicle is prepared for winter conditions is vital for safe driving. Question 54. What are the visibility requirements for driving in snowy conditions? A. Use high beam headlights. B. Ensure all windows and lights are clear of snow and ice. C. Focus on the road directly in front of your vehicle. Answer: B. Ensure all windows and lights are clear of snow and ice. Clear visibility is crucial for safe driving in snowy conditions. Question 55. How do Alberta's laws address left turns at red lights from one-way street to another? A. It is always illegal to turn left on a red light. B. It is permitted after a complete stop and if the way is clear. C. Only allowed during specific times of the day. Answer: B. It is permitted after a complete stop and if the way is clear. In Alberta, you can make a left turn on red from one-way street to another unless otherwise posted. Question 56. What are the implications of driving without insurance in Alberta? A. A small fine. B. Severe fines, vehicle impoundment, and suspension of driver's license. C. Mandatory community service. Answer: B. Severe fines, vehicle impoundment, and suspension of driver's license. Driving without insurance is illegal and comes with heavy penalties. Question 57. How should a driver react to flashing lights on a maintenance vehicle? A. Overtake the vehicle quickly. B. Follow closely behind the vehicle. C. Slow down or move over and pass with caution. Answer: C. Slow down or move over and pass with caution. Maintenance vehicles working on roadsides require extra space for the safety of the workers. Question 58. What is the legal age and requirements for supervising a learner driver in Alberta? A. 18 years old with a valid driver's license. B. 21 years old with at least 2 years of driving experience. C. 25 years old regardless of driving experience. Answer: B. 21 years old with at least 2 years of driving experience. Supervisors must be sufficiently experienced to guide learner drivers. Question 59. What should you do if your brakes fail while driving? A. Continue driving until the vehicle stops on its own. B. Pump the brakes and use the emergency brake to stop. C. Immediately exit the vehicle. Answer: B. Pump the brakes and use the emergency brake to stop. If your main brakes fail, use these methods to bring your vehicle to a stop safely. Question 60. How do traffic light sensors work? A. By detecting the weight of a vehicle at the intersection. B. Through cameras that monitor traffic flow. C. Using inductive loops embedded in the road to detect vehicles. Answer: C. Using inductive loops embedded in the road to detect vehicles. These sensors trigger traffic lights to change based on the presence of vehicles, optimizing traffic flow. Question 61. What factors should be considered when adjusting driving speed on a rural road? A. The type of vehicle you are driving. B. Road conditions, visibility, and weather. C. The number of pedestrians. Answer: B. Road conditions, visibility, and weather. When driving on rural roads, adjust your speed based on road conditions, visibility, and weather to ensure safe driving. Question 62. How should you proceed if involved in a traffic accident with no injuries? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Exchange information with the other driver and report the accident if necessary. C. Wait for the police to arrive before doing anything. Answer: B. Exchange information with the other driver and report the accident if necessary. It's important to exchange contact and insurance information and report the accident to the police if required by law. Question 63. What are the seatbelt regulations for passengers in the back seat? A. Seatbelts are not necessary for adults in the back seat. B. All passengers in the vehicle must wear seatbelts. C. Only children under 18 must wear seatbelts in the back seat. Answer: B. All passengers in the vehicle must wear seatbelts. It is mandatory for all passengers, regardless of age or seating position, to wear seatbelts. Question 64. How do you check blind spots effectively? A. By adjusting the rearview mirror. B. By using only the side mirrors. C. By turning your head to look over your shoulder. Answer: C. By turning your head to look over your shoulder. This is the most effective way to check your blind spots, especially before changing lanes. Question 65. What is the importance of road signs that indicate a merging lane? A. They suggest that the lane ends and you must merge. B. They are for information only and have no practical use. C. They indicate that you have the right of way. Answer: A. They suggest that the lane ends and you must merge. These signs alert drivers to adjust their speed and prepare to merge safely with traffic. Question 66. How should you position your car while waiting to make a left turn at an intersection? A. With your wheels turned to the left. B. With your wheels straight until it is safe to turn. C. In the far right lane. Answer: B. With your wheels straight until it is safe to turn. Keeping your wheels straight prevents you from being pushed into oncoming traffic if hit from behind. Question 67. What does a blue sign with a white A indicate? A. There is a hospital nearby. B. Hotel services are available at the next exit. C. Heavy truck parking. Answer: A. There is a hospital nearby. This sign is used to direct drivers to hospital facilities, which is crucial in emergencies. Question 68. How do you handle situations where traffic lights are out of service? A. Proceed as if the intersection is uncontrolled. B. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. C. Ignore the outage and proceed with caution. Answer: B. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. This ensures that all drivers at the intersection take turns proceeding safely. Question 69. What is the legal procedure for changing vehicle ownership in Alberta? A. No formal procedure is required. B. Inform the local vehicle registry and transfer the vehicle's registration and insurance. C. Only update the insurance policy. Answer: B. Inform the local vehicle registry and transfer the vehicle's registration and insurance. Properly transferring ownership requires updating both registration and insurance to reflect the new owner. Question 70. How do you safely navigate through areas where children are playing near the road? A. Drive as usual, since pedestrians must yield to vehicles. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if necessary. C. Honk to alert children to your presence. Answer: B. Slow down and prepare to stop if necessary. Children may unpredictably enter the roadway, so extra caution is advised. Question 71. What steps should be taken to prepare a vehicle for a long road trip? A. Check all fluid levels, tire pressures, and ensure the spare tire is in good condition. B. Pack extra snacks and entertainment. C. Fill up the gas tank only. Answer: A. Check all fluid levels, tire pressures, and ensure the spare tire is in good condition. Proper vehicle maintenance ensures safety and reliability on long journeys. Question 72. What does an orange sign usually signify on Alberta roads? A. General information. B. Construction or road maintenance ahead. C. A change in traffic laws. Answer: B. Construction or road maintenance ahead. Orange signs are used to alert drivers to construction zones and to exercise caution. Question 73. How should you adjust your driving habits in response to road construction? A. Increase speed to clear the area faster. B. Maintain normal driving speed and lane position. C. Reduce speed and follow signs and signals. Answer: C. Reduce speed and follow signs and signals. It's important to be cautious and obey all construction signs and signals to navigate safely through work zones. Question 74. What is required when towing another vehicle? A. Use a sturdy rope or chain. B. Ensure proper lighting and signaling connections. C. No specific requirements are needed. Answer: B. Ensure proper lighting and signaling connections. Safe towing requires secure attachments and proper lighting to communicate with other road users. Question 75. What are the implications for drivers who repeatedly commit traffic violations? A. Temporary suspension of driver's license. B. Mandatory traffic school attendance. C. Points reduction on their driving record. Answer. A. Temporary suspension of driver's license. Habitual violations can lead to the suspension of driving privileges to promote road safety. Question 76. How should you handle highway driving during peak traffic times? A. Use aggressive maneuvers to maintain your lane. B. Continuously change lanes to find the fastest one. C. Maintain a consistent speed, keep a safe following distance, and stay alert. Answer. C. Maintain a consistent speed, keep a safe following distance, and stay alert. This approach helps manage traffic flow and reduces the risk of accidents. Question 77. What is the recommended procedure for washing a vehicle with electronic safety sensors? A. High-pressure wash directly on sensors. B. Hand wash gently around sensors to avoid damage. C. Sensors must be covered during washing. Answer. B. Hand wash gently around sensors to avoid damage. Care must be taken to ensure that sensors are not damaged during cleaning to maintain their functionality. Question 78. How should you react to an emergency vehicle parked on the side of the highway? A. Move over a lane if safe to do so and slow down. B. Maintain speed and pass the vehicle quickly. C. Stop behind the emergency vehicle and wait. Answer. A. Move over a lane if safe to do so and slow down. This provides safety for emergency personnel and respects the law. Question 79. What are the rules regarding idling your vehicle in urban areas? A. There are no restrictions on idling. B. Limited to 10 minutes per hour. C. Idling is encouraged to maintain engine performance. Answer. B. Limited to 10 minutes per hour. Many urban areas have regulations to reduce unnecessary idling to minimize air pollution. Question 80. What should you know about the vehicle registration process in Alberta? A. It is a one-time requirement. B. It must be renewed annually. C. Vehicle registration is optional. Answer. B. It must be renewed annually. Regular renewal of vehicle registration is mandatory to ensure your vehicle is legally permitted to operate on public roads. Question 81. How does the demerit point system work in Alberta? A. Points are added for good driving behavior. B. Points are given for traffic violations, which can lead to license suspension. C. No points are given, only fines. Answer. B. Points are given for traffic violations, which can lead to license suspension. Accumulating too many demerit points can result in penalties including suspension of your driver's license. Question 82. What safety measures should be taken when driving near large trucks? A. Drive closely behind trucks to reduce wind resistance. B. Keep a safe distance and be aware of their larger blind spots. C. Overtake trucks quickly on their right side. Answer: B. Keep a safe distance and be aware of their larger blind spots. It is important to give large trucks ample space because they have larger blind spots and require more time to stop. Question 83. What are the legal limits for vehicle emissions in Alberta? A. There are no specific emission limits. B. Vehicles must pass an annual emissions test. C. Emission limits are specified based on the vehicle's age and type. Answer: C. Emission limits are specified based on the vehicle's age and type. Regulations aim to reduce air pollution by ensuring vehicles meet specific emission standards. Question 84. How should you react when approaching a crosswalk with pedestrians waiting to cross? A. Speed up to clear the crosswalk quickly. B. Stop and let the pedestrians cross. C. Honk to alert the pedestrians. Answer: B. Stop and let the pedestrians cross. Drivers are required to yield to pedestrians at crosswalks, ensuring their safety by stopping and allowing them to cross. Question 85. What maintenance checks are crucial before winter starts? A. Check the air conditioning system. B. Ensure your car has summer tires. C. Check the antifreeze level, battery, and tires. Answer: C. Check the antifreeze level, battery, and tires. Proper winter preparation includes ensuring that your vehicle can handle colder temperatures and slippery road conditions. Question 86. How do you ensure safety when driving in areas prone to landslides? A. Ignore landslide warnings as they are overly cautious. B. Drive faster to spend less time in danger zones. C. Follow posted warnings and drive cautiously. Answer: C. Follow posted warnings and drive cautiously. In areas prone to landslides, adhere to any warnings and reduce speed to improve your reaction time and vehicle control. Question 87. What are the guidelines for driving with pets in your vehicle? A. Pets should be allowed to move freely in the car. B. Pets should be securely restrained or kept in carriers. C. Pets are not allowed in vehicles. Answer: B. Pets should be securely restrained or kept in carriers. This ensures the safety of both the pets and passengers and prevents pets from causing distractions. Question 88. How should you respond to road rage incidents? A. Engage with the other driver to defend yourself. B. Stay calm, do not make eye contact, and keep a safe distance. C. Retaliate to assert your dominance on the road. Answer: B. Stay calm, do not make eye contact, and keep a safe distance. The best way to handle road rage is to avoid escalating the situation and to prioritize safety. Question 89. What does a pentagon-shaped sign usually indicate? A. There are school zones ahead. B. The area is monitored by traffic cameras. C. Warning for a nearby hospital. Answer: A. There are school zones ahead. Pentagon-shaped signs are used to alert drivers to nearby school zones, indicating that they should drive with extra caution. Question 90. How should you adjust your driving to accommodate road sharing with electric bicycles? A. Electric bicycles should be treated as stationary obstacles. B. Give electric bicycles ample space and pass them safely. C. Electric bicycles have the right of way in all situations. Answer: B. Give electric bicycles ample space and pass them safely. Like traditional bicycles, electric bikes should be given considerate space on the road. Question 91. What are the safety protocols for driving past a street cleaning vehicle? A. Maintain normal speed as street cleaners move slowly. B. Pass closely to minimize disruption to traffic. C. Slow down and pass the cleaning vehicle with wide clearance. Answer: C. Slow down and pass the cleaning vehicle with wide clearance. It's important to give maintenance vehicles room to work safely for the safety of the workers and other road users. Question 92. How should you prepare for a driving test in Alberta? A. Memorize the answers to potential test questions. B. Practice driving in various conditions and know the road rules thoroughly. C. Focus only on parking skills. Answer: B. Practice driving in various conditions and know the road rules thoroughly. Being well prepared involves practical driving experience and a solid understanding of traffic laws. Question 93. What are the legal requirements for using a dashboard camera in your vehicle? A. Cameras are not allowed in vehicles. B. Dashboard cameras may be used but must not obstruct the driver's view. C. Dashboard cameras must record continuously. Answer: B. Dashboard cameras may be used but must not obstruct the driver's view. It's important to ensure that any installed camera does not impede your visibility. Question 94. What actions should you take if confronted by a driver exhibiting aggressive behavior? A. Attempt to outmaneuver the aggressive driver. B. Stop your car and confront the driver. C. Do not escalate the situation. Avoid confrontation. Answer: C. Do not escalate the situation. Avoid confrontation. The safest response is to maintain distance and avoid engaging with an aggressive driver. Question 95. How should you approach driving in areas unfamiliar to you? A. Drive quickly to reduce the time spent navigating. B. Rely solely on GPS navigation without observing traffic signs. C. Drive cautiously using GPS and observing all road signs. Answer: C. Drive cautiously using GPS and observing all road signs. When in unfamiliar areas, it's wise to navigate carefully and stay alert to local traffic regulations and road conditions. Question 96. What is the legal requirement for headlights usage during daytime? A. Headlights should be off during the day. B. Use headlights when visibility is reduced. C. Headlights must always be on, even in clear conditions. Answer: B. Use headlights when visibility is reduced. Daytime running lights or headlights during poor daytime visibility can enhance safety by increasing your vehicle's visibility to others. Question 97. How do Alberta's laws govern the use of all-terrain vehicles, ATVs, on public roads? A. ATVs are allowed on all public roads. B. ATVs can only be used on specific roads designated for their use. C. ATVs are completely banned on public roads. Answer: B. ATVs can only be used on specific roads designated for their use. This regulation ensures the safety of all road users by limiting where ATVs can operate. Question 98. What should you do if you encounter a funeral procession while driving? A. Immediately join the procession to blend in. B. Pass the procession quickly to avoid delays. C. Yield and do not interrupt or pass the procession. Answer C. Yield and do not interrupt or pass the procession. Respect and safety dictate that drivers should not disrupt a funeral procession. Question 99. How do you adjust to sudden changes in traffic flow? A. Ignore the changes and maintain your speed. B. Be alert, adjust your speed accordingly, and maintain safe following distances. C. Frequently change lanes to find the fastest route. Answer B. Be alert, adjust your speed accordingly, and maintain safe following distances. Adapting to traffic flow changes is crucial for preventing accidents. Question 100. What should be done if you discover your vehicle has been broken into? A. Chase down the suspect if they are still visible. B. Repair the damage yourself to avoid insurance claims. C. Report the incident to the police and contact your insurance company. Answer C. Report the incident to the police and contact your insurance company. Proper reporting and documentation are necessary for your safety and any insurance claims.